You know what? Fuck it. We'll listen to their viewer calls while I try and find more stuff, because that's always a little entertaining.
Washington Journal continues.
It is open forum here on the program, and your chance to call in with your thoughts on items in the news that you're following politically, public policy issues. 202-748-8001 for Republicans, 202-748-8000 for Democrats and independents and others. 202-748-8002. Started the program talking about the midterm elections. Article this morning from The Hill: the IRS becomes GOP boogeyman ahead of midterms. They write that as Republicans rail against the FBI in the wake of last week's search at Mar-a-Lago, they are also hyping the danger to voters from another three-letter federal agency, the IRS. The GOP is warning that the $80 billion funding boost to the IRS included in Democrats' tax, climate, and health care package, which President Biden signed into law Tuesday, will target middle-class Americans with a, quote, army of new enforcement agents. The calls have become a key part of Republicans' messaging ahead of this year's midterm elections. Let's hear from your calls. Let's go first to Sheila in Colonial Heights, Virginia, Democrats line.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
I would like to say that I really wish people would clarify incorrect statements when they are made. This guest mentioned that Obama had possession of these classified documents, but immediately after that charge was made, someone from the National Archives administration clarified that he actually had submitted documents for their approval to be released to his library. So he did not take home nuclear weapons, papers, and information. He actually went through the process. And then it sounds to me as if this gentleman may be applying for a job.
Wait. Were people saying that Obama had taken home actual nuclear weapons? Not gonna lie, that would be funny as shit. And that would be funny as hell. Yeah, I personally saw Obama bring in the mini nuke launcher from Fallout 3 into his home. I personally saw him use it, obliterate his neighbors.
With President Trump in his defense. And goodness knows he certainly needs him. But I just wish everyone would be honest about what is happening in our country today. We're in trouble and we need help. We need honest, truthful, good, moral help from all of our leaders.
And on Sheila's point about the documents following the Obama administration, the Associated Press, Obama didn't keep millions of classified White House documents. They write that the facts amid mounting revelations surrounding the FBI's search of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, a counter-narrative pushed online, including by Trump himself, posits that Obama simply kept possession of the White House documents after his term of office. They write that these records were given to the National Archives in 2017 upon the end of Obama's term, and they remain in NARA's sole custody in accordance with federal law. Some 30 million documents were moved to a NARA-operated facility in the Chicago agents in the area, as the agency explained in a statement Friday, but none were classified. The administration's classified documents are stored in a separate NARA facility in the Washington, D.C. area. Mahopac, New York. Teresa on the line, Republican caller. Go ahead.
Ooh. Chat, is she going to be batshit? Is she going to be batshit, chat?
Yes, well, I just want to tell you that I heard this woman, I forget what state she came from, possibly Indiana, who said that Trump was in collusion with Russia. Well, I am appalled and absolutely disgusted with the lies, one after the other, by Adam Schiff, by Liz Cheney.
Entrama, I agree. Let's do that for future callers.
by Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, blaming President Trump constantly. The rhinos did not want, as well as the Democrats, did not want Trump to be president to begin with in 2016. And then I believe, and my son stayed up all through the night in 2020 and saw what was happening with the ballots, with the people that were paid off to go and get things out of the postal, however they did it. And we were seeing,
Yeah. I don't know the details, but there definitely was a giant conspiracy. I'm convinced of it. I don't have any evidence, but that sounds right.
Saw that when they were hiding boxes underneath the tables in
Where was
Georgia.
this? Where was this, Therese? In Georgia?
Yeah, in Georgia.
That was found not to be the case, though, in Georgia. That wasn't the case. They weren't
Well,
hiding
I don't
there.
believe it. Guess what? I do not believe anybody that is going
I only believe my God Emperor
against Trump.
Okay, to South Hadley, Massachusetts, Democrats line. This is Laurie. Go ahead.
All right. What do we think about Lori, chat? Batshit or sane? Batshit or sane? Let's go. Because, guys, even if it's going to be a Democrat, they still watch C-SPAN. And not only do they watch C-SPAN, they're calling into C-SPAN. So, I don't know. I don't know that party affiliation is going to be something that determines whether or not someone's cuckoo bananas. Okay. Let's see how this shakes out, folks.
Hi, good morning. I'd like to put in a comment that I don't agree with all the taking of the papers out of the White House and Mar-a-Lago. I believe that those papers were all packed and delivered to Mar-a-Lago without Trump knowing even what is in there, and I'm skeptical on if there was some FBI in there planting other things, because in my view, I've kind of changed my mind. They've just been after Trump, and it just keeps piling on more and more and more. And it seems to me that the government is just becoming a mob, and they're just after Trump so he wouldn't open up the swamp.
Okay, she's wildin'. She's wildin', chat.
And expose all the people that are doing illicit, illegal things.
Okay, a reminder of our lines, 202-748.
Okay, that was batshit.
8001 for Republicans, Democrats, 202-748-8000, and for independents and others, 202-748-8002. Some of our live programming today here on C-SPAN includes, coming up at 11 o'clock this morning, Congressman Jim Himes will be part of an Urban Institute panel on federal investment to improve job opportunities and economic conditions in low-income communities. That's here on C-SPAN. It's also on our C-SPAN Now mobile app and cspan.org. Same with our 1 o'clock event we're covering today, 1 p.m. Eastern. Various states, state attorneys general will talk about the fight to protect abortion access after the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. This is hosted by Netroots Nation, their annual gathering. That's live at 1 o'clock Eastern. Lufkin, Texas, up next. Independent line. It's
Ooh, chat, we got an independent. You know what? Oh, we're gonna remove wild, because I feel like that's too close, okay? We'll do based, normie, and beyond baddie. Alright, here you go. Damn. None of you think this caller is going to be based.
Lisa, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, first I'd like to say that the Common Sense Award goes to Pennsylvania today. And as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Trump was asked numerous times to return the documents. people calling in saying that he's been railroaded. And look, if the government tells you to give something back, you give it back. If you refuse, watch how fast they kick your door in.
I don't know. That was kind of based, chat. That was kind of based. I feel like a normie is kind of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know about this whole situation. Based? Yeah. Unfortunately, no one put any channel points on based, so you all lose.
All right, the next up is Nancy in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. Independent line.
Okay, we got Nancy, the independent. Nobody thought this would happen. This person is Nancy. She's an independent. All right. Let's go.
Yes, I wanted to call back in reference to the items we were discussing with the FBI.
Yes.
I find it highly irregular that this country does not have base in our FBI, our CIA, and the NSA. My father was a World War II veteran. I was raised to respect our laws and everything that goes along with it. People that don't understand what Donald Trump has done to this country, I am very glad that my mom and my dad are not alive to see what happened on January the 6th. That is the most awful thing that has happened to our country in hundreds of years. If we don't come together as one people, trust our people that work for the FBI, the CIA, and the NSA. They're not there for fun. They have given an oath to stand up for this country, the laws of this country, and if anybody remembers when Blackwater walked into Trump's hotel, I'm sorry, we had American soldiers that were killed due to Blackwater. They were in Kosovo, Afghanistan, and Iraq. They have no oversight at all. So the people in this country, you need to understand, you need to be respectful of the people. They're not lying. They're doing their job, and they took a vow to protect this country from domestic and international problems like Trump.
All right, some post-election, post-primary election.
Oh, you know what? That was close to based when she brought up Blackwater, but I think overall that was a very normie call. She's a salute the troops, Andrea. True.
Analysis from the New York Times, their front page this morning, focusing on the Wyoming race and the party more broadly. Cheney loss may cement GOP's path. This is a news analysis by Shane Goldmacher, who writes that Representative Liz Cheney's martyr-like quest to stop Donald J. Trump has ensured her place in Republican Party history, but her lopsided defeat in Wyoming on Tuesday also exposed the remarkable degree to which the former president still controls the party's present and its near future. 10 House Republicans voted to impeach Mr. Trump in early 2021 for his role in inciting the mob that stormed the Capitol. Only 2 have survived the 2022 primaries. A breathtaking run of losses and forced retirements in a chamber where incumbents...
Yeah, this is extremely charming, though. Man, someone give C-SPAN some more money so that they can afford like actual technology.
Typically prevail with ease. No defeat was as freighted with significance as Ms. Cheney's, or as revealing...
Like holy shit! I put together this show with like spit and tape every goddamn day, and I think my presentation is a little bit better than C-SPAN's.
Of the party's realignment. The sheer scope of her loss, they write, the daughter of a former vice president was defeated in a landslide, may have only strengthened Mr. Trump's hand as he asserts his grip over the Republican Party by revealing the futility among Republican voters of even the most vigorous prosecution of the case against him. Westminster, California, up next. On the Republican line, it is Mary.
Mary, Republican. Let's go. All right, let's see. This might be my mother-in-law.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I have to disagree with a lot of these commentators. I believe very strongly that they've been trying to bring this man down since the day that he announced that he was going to become a president. I believe very strongly that he opened a can of worms with all those corruptions that have been going for many, many years in that White House. The Democrats, they are trying and continue trying to bring him down. And we need this kind of a president to continue opening that corruption. At one time, I was in Mexico City, and one of the commanders told me, don't get it wrong, lady, because there's corruption in the United States all the time.
Wait, what? What is that? Some guy in Mexico City told you that there is corruption? So obviously there must be. Okay.
So that's my opinion. I wish that people would do their homework.
All right, to Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Okay, yeah, that was bad shit. That was bad shit. This old lady is the oldest. This show is deeply weird, but I can't look away.
Jersey, Brenda, Democrats line.
Okay, Brenda, Democrat. Will Brenda be our new hero, chat? Will this caller be based, normie, or utterly beyond batty? You be the judge.
It's open forum.
Good morning, America. I just have a quick comment. I'm so disappointed. I've always been a Democrat, but I find President Biden doing a terrible job running the country. I am switching over to being a Republican.
Oh, shit!
I'm in the process now of doing the paperwork to fill out, to change to become a Republican. And when it comes time to vote, and I hope President Trump runs, and he's going to get my vote. He did so much for America. Nobody's giving him a chance. They raided his home with to pull out everything from his home, saying that he took things from the White House.
All right, story here in Staten.
It's true. They took everything out of his home, chat. Everything. Oh, God.
Is ahead at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in an effort to address its missteps during COVID. CDC plans an ambitious agency overhaul. Stat News writing the CDC, an agency that has had its reputation battered by a series of missteps in the COVID-19 pandemic and a slow response to the monkeypox outbreak, will undergo, quote, an ambitious overhaul, Director Rochelle Walensky announced Wednesday. In an email to staff, Walensky said the renewal effort will focus on making the agency more nimble and responsive to the needs that arise in health emergencies. The priority will be to gather data that can be used rapidly, dispense public health guidance, rather than craft scientific papers. In Staten Island, Sal on the Republican line. Good morning.
All right. Sal, the Republican.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
My comments. All right. My comment is based on reporting done. Anytime I get a chance, I watch C-SPAN, and I cannot believe that still 5 years later, people call up your show and talk about the Russia collusion, that Trump colluded with Russia, when your show, CNN, C-SPAN, everybody knows very well that has been completely debunked. 100%. It was Hillary Clinton and the DNC that started that whole thing. They are the ones that committed crimes. President Trump has done nothing but work for the American people. people still call today, and C-SPAN does not go in and let people know that has all been debunked. Because if it was the other way around, C-SPAN would not waste any time to bring up an article that it has been debunked. If it was Hillary Clinton or Hunter Biden or Joe Biden, it's a disgrace. The bias is unbelievable. People just don't realize, they don't know how to change the channel. They believe it still. It's amazing. January 6th, yes, Trump supporters were in there, but they were sprayed. That's why they caused all the commotion. That was all staged.
What?
C-SPAN.
What was staged? January 6th? That your view?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They let people in. They have doors open. You have people walking through. The security was basically detouring them which way to go. You see videos of it.
Yeah, it's real weird, Sal. Maybe it's because there was, like, I don't know, some kind of conspiracy that needs to be investigated by some committee of some kind.
That was all staged. He wanted the 20,000. All
right, we're going to move on to Tampa, Florida. Claudia, it is open forum. Claudia is on our Democrats line. Good morning.
All right. Well, that was batshit.
Morning.
Good morning. There are people in the United States who know who President Trump was and is. They know that he instigated January the 6th. They know that he took those papers. They know that he abuses women. They know all of those things about him. But because he makes, and I don't want to just say whites, but he makes them feel.
She's not wrong, folks.
Like they used to feel in the 50s and the 60s and before. He makes them feel powerful. But Trump is not a good person. He laughed at people who went into the military. He said that John McCain was a loser. He is the epitome of the anti-United States citizen. He is all for power and for money. And I would ask these people who continue to justify what he's done, try to book a reservation in any of his places, any of his hotels, any of his golf courses, anywhere. And you will be turned away soundly because he looks down on you. He knows that you love him, but he doesn't care how you feel. That's why he gave all of that tax break to the wealthy. He didn't give the regular person a dime.
All right, there's a story on the January 6th investigation.
Okay. I think we gotta go based. She seemed too informed to be a normie, chat. Too informed to be a normie.
Archives agency was subpoenaed by prosecutors investigating January 6th. The New York Times writing that federal prosecutors investigating the role that former President Donald J. Trump and his allies played in the events leading up to the January 6th attack on the Capitol have issued a grand jury subpoena to the National Archives for all the documents the agency provided to a parallel House Select Committee inquiry. According to a copy of the subpoena obtained by the New York Times, the subpoena issued to the National Archives in May made a sweeping demand for all materials in whatever form that the archives had given to the January 6th House Committee. Those materials included records from the files of Mr. Trump's top aides, his daily schedule and phone logs, and a draft text of the president's speech that preceded the riot. Owings Mills, Maryland, we hear from Terrell, who's on the Democrats line. Go ahead.
Terrell, the Democrat. Damn, one-hand wonder raking in the channel points here. Starting the prediction. Let's go. All right.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing this morning? Hi, America. How y'all doing? Hey, look, Donald Trump. I'll say it like this: the Republicans are destroying themselves. These are all Republicans that are coming out and talking against Donald Trump. So if they want to destroy themselves, because I heard John Bolton the other day say that if Donald Trump had declassified the information that was down at Mar-a-Lago, that it automatically becomes public property where anybody can have access to it. So if Donald Trump wants us to see the information, the declassified information, he can show it to us right now. But he has destroyed such guys as Rex Tillerson, Jeff Sessions, Chris Krebs. He's destroyed a lot of Republicans, and it's going to take the Republicans to oust him, like Liz Cheney, who is a patriot, who did her job and didn't care about the consequences. Liz Cheney is a patriot as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, God. Oh, God. We have a normie, chat. We have a normie.
Always will be. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Next up is Diana.
He was getting pretty based there. A little too based. Like Icarus. He flew too close to the sun. God damn.
Interlochen, Florida, Republican line. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Florida, Republican line. Get your predictions in, chat. Whoever put 10 channel points on on based, if this caller turns out to be based, I think you're gonna make out like a bandit. Here we go.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm distressed by some of the calls you're getting this morning. I am distressed. They wanted Trump to accept that he did not win. Stacey Abrams never said she didn't win. Hillary Clinton never said she didn't win.
What? Hillary Clinton conceded the day after.
In 5 years of tormenting Trump, this is what they've done. They've never accepted that he won. From day one, they tried to get him out. Their mandate is simply to get Trump. The Attorney General in New York says, I will get Trump. That's what she said. And we know that the DOJ, the CIA, the FBI, the left, the media are all in collusion against Donald Trump because he wants to rule up elections. Planting of documents, maybe. Turning off cameras, not allowing Trump's attorneys or Secret Service in the room. What kind of justice is that? Two sides of justice. Justice one way for Democrats, no justice for President Trump and his supporters.
Hell yeah, brother. That's true, bestie. Hillary Clinton never conceded. Every Democrat that's ever lost an election never conceded. Hell yeah, brother.
Because he did not get to be Supreme Court Justice. Release the affidavit. The left has shown no respect for the...
Oh, yeah. Merrick Garland is just salty because he's not a Supreme Court Justice. He's waited in the wings. He's coming out with the steel chair. He's coming out with the steel chair, chat. Is he going to correct her? Like, C-SPAN never bothers correcting these people, okay? They don't pay this reporter enough.
Rule of law ever. How far will they go to stop Donald Trump? Really? How far will they go?
Oh, no. By the way, guys, if Donald Trump, choked on a cheeseburger today and died, every single Republican would blame it on the Democrats. The Democrat deep state getting them.
More midterm news this morning. This from the Cook Political Report, reported in The Hill this morning. Cook Report shifts Pennsylvania Senate race to lean Democrat. The nonpartisan Cook Political Report is changing its rating of Pennsylvania's Senate race from toss-up to lean Democrat, fewer than 3 months before the November midterms. The development comes against the backdrop of the social media campaign that the Democratic candidate John Fetterman's campaign has waged against opponent Mehmet Oz, the Republican, which has sought to portray the celebrity as a carpetbagger from New Jersey who is out of touch with voters. To Paducah, Kentucky, and this is Mike next up, Republican line.
Okay, Mike from Kentucky. Mike from Kentucky. All right, get your predictions in, chat. Get your predictions in, okay? Here we go.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mike.
I just wanted to comment. Pardon me?
You're on the air, Mike. Go ahead.
He just said good morning to you, Mike.
Yeah, I just want to comment on a lady called earlier saying we ought to respect the FBI. But look how the FBI has done with the Olympic gymnasts. They dropped the ball on that. They started the Michigan governor.
Wait, what? How did the FBI drop the ball on Olympic gymnasts? Exactly? Is that the Larry Nassar case? Because Larry Nassar is spending his entire life in prison. What more? I mean, obviously, the Republican probably wants him executed, but I mean, like, that court case is done.
She's going to get kidnapped. They were in collusion with that. They won't tell how many FBI agents or...
I asked the FBI was colluding with far-right extremists to kidnap the Democratic governor, okay?
Informants were at the Capitol building on January 6th. So how do they expect us to trust and believe them? And J. Edgar Hoover started the FBI. He had dirt on everybody. So how's that fair? Why should we respect them? That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Okay, Hopewell Junction.
Amazing. Amazing. Man, a lot of you had a faith in that caller to be a normie. Okay, Hopewell Junction.
Democrats line.
New York Democrat. Okay, let's see. All right. Get your predictions in, chat. Time to gamba. All right, here we go. Here we go, chat. Also, Metal Kitty Mom. Damn, you won 34,000 channel points? Oh, 30. No. Okay, that was just in total to all you winners. I'm hemorrhaging channel points. Look, chat, if you want to reach 1 million channel points and become a VIP, you gotta gamba. Or wait for a couple years. All right, here we go.
And good morning to Eric.
Good morning.
Morning, Eric.
Well, yes, good morning. Good to see you, Bill. As always. I don't know. It's just listening to America, as I have a want to do in the morning. I know my time is limited. Just the level of conversation, what we're talking about. And I'm really not a real internet person, but I get to listen to the results of what the internet has done.
Oh shit! Not an internet person. Chat. We might have a normie.
To our quality of conversation. And everybody is, well, everybody, there I go, I'm just as bad, but I hear just people claiming to be experts on these current events that are whipping by at rates heretofore unseen by men, and they know the skivvy on what's going on in these
I am befuddled by this man's vocabulary. Skivvy.
Complex things that a brain just can't contain. And I mean, I see it. And in my family, I have a relative who actually would drive by to go get ammo, because ammo was available up where we are. And he wouldn't stop by and say hello. He'd go out of his way to buy ammo and wouldn't say hi. And it just got more and more so at odds. So.
Damn, he wouldn't say hi? What sounds like such a loss for you, my friend. This feels like this emoji. Just the madge.
It's the quality of the conversation, and I think it's being polluted by people thinking they know what other people are like by what they find online.
What do you pay attention to, Eric, in the news? And to talk about this quality of conversation, what are the things that you focus on in the news, locally, nationally, internationally?
Well, I mean, the quality of the conversation really is what I focus on. And, of course, the content, it's hard to sift through. Like I say, I'm not an internet person, so I don't have algorithms feeding me what what I supposedly am interested in. I like diversity. I'm not a polemic. I try not to be. I endeavor not to be. And I happen to know that I come up against people individually, and I speak with them individually a lot. So that colors my view, and what matters to them and what they want to talk about interests me.
Well, glad you're part of the conversation this morning. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for all your calls this morning. We appreciate it. And
Guys, that was the most normie-ass normie. He didn't say a goddamn thing except he's upset his relative didn't say hi. Okay? That was the most normie thing. That was normie as fuck. I lost. Look, sometimes you win big, sometimes you lose big. This needs to be a recurring segment. This was fun. I really enjoyed listening to C-SPAN call-ins, a sentence I never thought I would say in my entire life. Oh god. I always like watching, they're usually really good at keeping like a straight face. It's always fun to see when a C-SPAN host breaks a little bit. Sometimes you can see the what the fuck. Yeah, exactly.